Yo, it's Kato back with another video, and it's a quick one. You know, it's a build video in the month of February for this game. Yeah, the game's kind of dying off, but you know what? I thought, why not? I gotta upload something, you feel me? So I've been playing a lot of 2K and you know, kind of figured that I needed a lockdown type of build, and I was labbing up and I made something pretty interesting. So, you know, I'm gonna share it with the world. Like I say in all my build videos, these builds work for me. So these are built and centered around what I'm good at, what I think that I'm good at, and what I'm able and capable to do. I'm not in any way claiming that this is the best, this is the meta, this is the new, you know, I'm not doing all of that. This is just what works for me. With that being said, let's get into it. So you want to make a 6'6" shooting guard, 194, 7'2" wingspan, as it says right here. Getting into the build, here is the layout. The entire thing. I'm not even gonna go through each and every single attribute and upgrade it with you. This is the build that, you know, I'm gonna end up going with. As a disclaimer, and it probably was in the beginning, just in case I didn't say it, I have not made this build yet. This is strictly a template. You want to use it, you can, but when I end up, you know, saving up enough VC or whatever to make another build, this will be the build I end up making probably. Like, it's just a crazy build, starting with, you know, the drive and dunk being the most important thing. 87, you should have 2 cap breakers at this point. That's an 89 drive and dunk, easy one. If you've been playing the game long enough and you got the cap breakers, or if you start a 3 at this point, 89 drive and dunk. But 87 to get you everything you need anyways, because you shouldn't even be going for meter dunks too much with an 89 in the first place, because, you know, the meter dunking sucks this year. But it can get contact dunks. It is available to do that, you know. 40 standing dunk for, you know, the two-handers. If you want to go 45, you can. I think you can bring some stuff down somewhere to get a 45, but 40 is perfectly fine, because you don't want to do no one-handers. You miss those more often than you do the twos. So go for the two-hand dunks for 40. 73 mid-range is perfect. I shoot fades with my big man, and he has a 70. One of them does. The other one that I have has an 80, but 73 is fine. 83 3-pointer, I have that on my main guard that is also 6'6", which is why I'm making another 6'6" build. So 83 is perfectly fine. And the one badge that is important that you want is set shot specialist. So yeah, try and go for that. I went all the way to 83 because I get limitless range, and I was like, well, why not? Again, I have it on my other guard, and I can hit some crazy shots with limitless range on bronze. 70 pass accuracy is all you need, unless you plan to play, you know, some really comp pro-am games, or you plan to take this build to the stage. If you want to run main guard, you might want to go with a higher pass accuracy, but at the same time, if you're throwing the pass at the right time to the correct person, you shouldn't need anything above a 70. All of my builds have 70 pass accuracy, and the pass gets there, and it gets there quick. So all you need is a 70 in my opinion, but I have people who would disagree. My friend would disagree, and he would say that, oh, you need a 90 or 87 at least. So 70, I think that's all you need. 86 ball handle, again, all you need. This is also capped out because you want that ankle assassin. Now, if you don't want it, you don't need it, I would say you wouldn't want to go lower than 81 because you'll miss out on handles for days, and you really need that this year. Speed with ball is an 84. Why not an 86? Shea Gilgeous-Alexander dribble style, or yeah, the dribble style, that's really what you want. And also, if you go below an 84 ball handle, you will not get Shea Gilgeous, so keep that in mind as well, because you want that crossover. That push cross is elite. So if you plan an ISO, because it's an all around, I mean, I would use this for a lockdown, but if you get the ball and the point guard can't do anything, he's tired, and you know your center don't know how to dribble, you can go ahead, cook up. You know, you got that playmaker, that two-way playmaker. So even going further down, 80 interior defense. Why not? You don't have to have an 80 interior. I think the lowest you can get, you know, to get post move is 74. You don't have to have an 80. You could throw it literally anywhere else. You can get a higher steal, you know, and probably put your cap breakers on to get a 96 or whatever, but I just wanted 80 because, I mean, look at it. And for takeovers, which is the other important thing, you need an 80 for I think it's splash tower. So you can get splash tower on a build like this, which is interesting, where it boosts your interior defense and your 3-pointer, which could come in handy in ones if people try to rim run you. This is pretty important. This is pretty good for you. You know, you'll come out with an 88 interior defense, which is, you know, which is huge for a 6'6" build to stop builds in the paint. 94 perimeter defense. Now I made this way because, you know, I have 5 cap breakers, or 6 or 7 or however many I have, and what I want to do is put my 94 up to a 99 to get Hall of Fame challenger, on ball menace, all of that. That's the reason why I did that. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm gonna need a higher agility, but gold on ball menace is fine. And then again, I have more cap breakers, so I probably have enough to put this up to an 84 to get Hall of Fame at least. But gold on ball menace I have on my point guard, and that works wonders for me, so it's cool there. And if you choose to not want to put it on perimeter, you think this is perfectly fine, I would actually lower it to 92 because you don't need a 94 if you think this is okay. And I'll probably put it in speed or agility. I mean, you get an 86 speed or you can get an 85 agility, so that's actually pretty huge. Moving on, 91 steal. This is decent. I'm not somebody who reaches on ball too much, but I do play the lanes a lot. 91 steal be perfect for me. And usually when I go for steals, I go for bumps. I don't go for animations too much. So this is what I went with there. But again, like I said, if you feel like that's too much, you want a 92, you don't want to dribble that much, you don't need Shea Gilgeous knowledge, you can bring that to an 81. You can get your steal to a 94, and you could put your 5 on there to get a 99 steal. So there's so many different ways, so many different things you could do with this build to really make it your own, which is why I say this is a great template for somebody who wants to make a lockdown that can also create for themselves. You know, 80 block, you get pogo stick on bronze. I thought, why not? You know, block didn't really cost that much, and I didn't really know where else to put the attributes, so I went with block. I'm also leaving out mid-range too, so if you do want to pull this down, I don't need pogo stick, so I can pull this down and not take away the silver, and I can pull this down to 92. I don't want to dribble too much. I could put all this in. Hey, there you go, right? You can get mid-range shot. That is an option that you can do. And you also get a takeover with this too. I think it's, defensive presence you get with 80 blocks. So if you take it away, you don't get it. But you get that amongst other things too with this. But defensive presence I thought was pretty cool because you get rim guardian on a 6'6" player. A 6'6" shooting guard, by the way. You get rim guardian on it. So that's pretty interesting. I thought that was pretty cool. I thought I'm hitting the buttons on the back of my controller, but that's pretty cool to me. 98 steal, 87 block, and an 87 agility on a 6'6" guard. Pretty cool, and you get rim guardian. So defensive rebound 60, you get all this stuff on bronze. If you don't, you lose out on the interior defense, and you also lose rebound chaser. So I mean, if that matters to you, or if that doesn't matter to you, again, you can lower the interior and lower the defensive rebound and put it in other places. But for me, I kind of find myself, especially when playing any type of fives game mode, which I hate. I despise fives in this video game. I hate it. But when I'm playing 5v5 anything, I find myself towards the paint either trying to go for putbacks or anything like that, or going for second chance points. So if you want to help your center out, especially if you playing in the park or in any up or something and they got two bigs, this would be perfect to slow somebody down. You might not box somebody out with bronze box out beats, especially not no big man, but you can slow them down. So you know any help is good help. 83 speed if you want to go higher. Like I said, take attributes where you want to go, but I think 83 is perfect. I think I have an 81 on my 6'6" guard that I have right now, but I'm still pretty quick. I can get around the court quick. People aren't usually open, so 83 is actually more than enough for me. 80 agility, don't want to go below that because you'll lose gold on ball minutes, so 80 is a non-negotiable. If you want a lockdown type of build, you really don't want to go below 80. 71 strength just for a movable enforcer. If you really don't care about that badge, I wouldn't go below maybe a 70, but that's if you do an interior defense. If not, you could do whatever with this. Maybe not below a 68 because you'll lose box out piece, but 71, I want a movable enforcer. It was really good last year. My build had gold movable enforcer and people could not do anything. Wasn't no rim running happening on that build. I knew I wanted it on this one, and then a 78 dunk strictly for dunk packages. And the coolest part about this build, it's supposed to be a quick video, so I tried to run through that, but the coolest part about this build is the name. And the name that you get for a 6'6" shooting guard lockdown is a versatile stopper. Have not seen this build name, and I played a pretty decent amount of 2K, and I haven't seen this build name, bro. I've played from all different levels too, from the casual plate all the way to the purple plate. I've played all levels of this game for a long time, and I haven't really seen a guard versatile stopper or a versatile stopper that is built like mine is. If you see any gameplay in the background while I'm talking or while this is going on, in the parts where I'm just kind of talking about whatever, they should all be clips from the My Player Builder. If you have not experienced this game or experienced the My Player Builder, please be warned that it is on a slightly easier difficulty than Park, and a way easier difficulty than Ante-Up and Pro-Am. So if you plan to make this build for Ante-Up and Pro-Am, if you plan them game modes, you know what you want, you know what the meta is, you can change whatever you want to change. But if you want to be unique, I would say make this build straight up and go to Park and try it out, because I think it's pretty cool. And yeah, That's all. That'll do it for this build video. You know, if you like the build, like, comment, sub. If you want to change anything about the build, or, you know, if the build is trash, hey, look, let me know. You know, let's have a conversation about it. Put it in the comments, you know, share your thoughts or whatever. Have a great rest of your day, man.